Hello everybody. Hello K1 Visa and Adjustment of Status filers. Hello po. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening po, no matter what time you see this video and wherever you are. So hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Jai and Jerry po. Kumusta ang lahat? How are you? I hope everyone is doing fine and well today. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you how I properly and completely fill out the I-485, register for permanent residence or adjust status using the new edition date of the form. So if you're new to my channel, mag-subscribe ka na, click the bell button to get notified on my uploads and updates about the adjustment of status so as to K1 visa. And please help me share this video to anyone you know that is still processing their adjustment of status right now or is about to apply for their adjustment of status. So let me introduce myself to you guys. My name is Jade. I am originally from the Philippines, but I live now in Florida. I got here through K1 visa, and right now I am a green card holder under 2 years conditional. 2 years conditional pa lang po ang meron tayo, and next year I will be applying for my removal of conditions as part of the processes that we have to go through and apply as a K1 visa holder here in the US. So just to give you a heads up everybody, this video will be quite long as I will give you the details and just step by step on how I fill out the form. I will go through all the pages. There's actually 24 pages in the form, and I will give you as well some important tips and reminders for you to avoid rejection, denial, and of course for you to avoid getting RFE or the request for evidence, because if you have that, then there's gonna be delay in the process of your green card. So let's avoid those. And as you may know, I got approved on my green card without interview. So I did not go through interview. I just did my biometrics, no interview, and got approved. Now, just a disclaimer, I am not affiliated with any government agency nor working with or as an immigration attorney. I am not a professional or legal expert. I'm only sharing based on my personal experience and my research as a DIY filer of K1 visa to adjustment of status. These are all based on my personal experience, my research, and my knowledge. I encourage everybody to do your own research as well, because it is much better that you have a backup on the things that you are processing, that you are applying, you know everything about it. Now, please visit the official website of the US visa. It is very important po, because all the information that you need to know, updates and announcements are there as well. So please check uscis.gov, travel.state.gov, ustraveldocs.gov, and for my friends over the Philippines, the official website of the US Embassy in Manila is ph.usembassy.gov. So please frequently visit the websites and check the updates right there. Now, there are questions and boxes in the form that you can't edit using the computer. What I did is when I printed out the forms, I made sure that I checked every forms. I read again the questions, or actually, I had a notepad with me. Now, when those times that I cannot edit a question or the boxes, I just put the page number, the question number, and I put my answer there. So when I printed out the form, all I have to do is check my notes and then check the page, find the question number, and write my answer using a black pen. That's what I did before, because there are some questions there or boxes that you cannot edit in the computer. And always make sure that you sign the form. Do not forget to sign the form. A lot of people forget to sign the form. There application was returned to them because they did not sign the form. So you will have a delay on that one, or your case will be rejected. So please make sure that you sign the form. Now, do not use highlighter, correction fluid, or correction tape. Avoid that one. If you made a mistake, just print out a new form. And do not use heavy-duty staple. Please do not use a heavy-duty staple. Now, there are questions in the form that are not applicable for you. Do not leave some of the spaces blank. I got this instruction on the instructions for application I-485 that you also need to download and read. Now, it says here, answer all questions fully and accurately. If a question does not apply to you, for example, if you have never been married and the question asks, provide the name of your current spouse. Now, type or print N/A are not applicable unless otherwise directed. Now, if your answer to a question which requires a numeric response is 0 or none. Now, for example, how many children do you have, or how many times have you departed the United States? Type or print none unless otherwise directed. So those are the instructions for the questions if it is not applicable for you guys. And yes, please, before you fill out the form, it is very important that you need to read it first and also download and read the I-485 instructions of the form. Read that one because there will be questions in there, or there are questions in there that you may be wondering, how will I answer this? What does this mean? The instructions is in the instruction form po. It's very clear out there. They're very precise and you can read everything there. Now, just to remind you guys, there is a questionnaire that I have not properly explained in the video later. But anyways, for page number 7, part number 2, application type or filing category continues. Question number 4 and 5. I answered no on this one. Now, this is with regards to the INA section of 245I. The instruction for this one, before you answer this, I need you to read the instructions for application I-485. I need you to read the part, page number 2 of the instructions form. There is who may not be eligible to adjust status. There is an instruction there or explanation of the INA section 245I. So please answer based on your experience and what is applicable to you, because again, just to remind you, how I answered this form is based on my personal experience and of course, me as the person applying. That doesn't mean that because I am a K1 visa and you are a K1 visa, you will copy all my answer. No, you also have to answer your own based on your experience and knowledge. So again, for for page number 7, question number 4 and 5, that's how I answered because I believe that's what's applied to me. So please read the instructions form of the application I-485 and it is explained there. So please don't forget to like this video, to share this video to anyone you know that is about to process or about to apply adjustment of status. This might help them, especially those people that are doing the same thing as mine, DIY process po. Good luck everybody. And yes, let's fill out I-485 application to register for permanent residence or adjust status. So here it is, guys. This is the exact form. the Form I-485 or the application to register for permanent residence. Two very important keys to see if you have the correct form and you are printing out the correct form. Number one is you need to make sure on the bottom of the first page, bottom left side of the first page, you need to check the edition date of the form. It is very important that you check if this is the right edition date. Whenever you find this video and if you find it super late, make sure that you go and check for what is the current edition date of the form that you need to use. And then when you download the form, you check this part right here. This is where you're going to find the edition date of the form. Now, second, when you print out the form, make sure that this entire thing right here at the very bottom of every page, 24 pages, you print it out. It's visible in every form because it's very important for USCIS to see the edition date of the form, the barcode right here at the bottom, and also the page numbers. Make sure that you have everything correctly. The first part or the upper part of the first page of the form is for the USCIS only. Make sure that you do not put anything on this part of the form or else your application will be rejected. You start right here where it says start here, type or print in black ink. Now, don't be surprised because there are some boxes that you cannot edit and put in something. All you have to do is you can print out and type or write down using a black ink. And also, another thing that you need to not forget is the alien number. Make sure that you put the alien number in every form. On the second up to the 24th page, the alien number is on the very top part of every page. I cannot edit it, so all you have to do is when you print it out, you put down or write down your alien number. Do not forget to put your alien number in every page or else again your case or application will be rejected or will be returned to you. So please avoid those mistakes. Now let's start here. Make sure that you read everything po. Make sure that you read everything. You do not skip reading anything on the form. If you need to provide any additional information or are instructed to provide an explanation, please use the space provided in part 14, the additional information. So this is part 14 right here. I'm just going to show you. So whether you have an additional answer or you don't have an additional answer, do not leave the last page, the page 24 or the part 14 additional information empty or blank. Put down the alien number and then your family name, your given name, and then your middle name. And you can just put NA in here. Or if you have an additional answer, you can put the page number. You need to look for the page number. What page is that? What part number it is? And also the item number. You need to put the page number, the part number, and the item number, and you can continue your answer in here. It's right there. Now, if this doesn't fit, if there's more to the answers, if there's more than just 5, or attach a separate sheet of paper type or print your name and your alien number at the top of each sheet and indicate the page number, the part number, and item number to which your answer refers, and sign and date each sheet. So that's what you're going to do if there's more than, so this is me right here. Number 1, your current legal name. Now do not provide a nickname. Your legal name. What is your legal name? A lot of people have been asking me and still ask me, what do I put? Do I put the married name or my single name? Now for the family name, I put my husband's last name because that's my last name right now. Given name, my first name, and then my middle name. My middle name is my single last name. That's what I'm using right now. Other names you have used since birth, if applicable. Now provide all other names you have ever used, including your family name at birth, other legal names, nicknames, aliases, and assumed names. And I put right here for the family name, my maiden name, my last name before I got married, my first name, and my middle name before I got married, which is my mother's middle name. And if you have more names, then you can put it right here. And if you have more than that, again, put it on part 14, additional information. Now, question number 3, date of birth. The format should be month, day, and year. So you put in your date of birth right here. Have you ever used any other date of birth? And since I do not have any, I click no right here. Now, if you answered yes, provide all other dates of birth. You can put, if you have other, like I answered no, you can just put NA right here. I can't edit it in my computer, so when you print out the form before you mail it, you can just put NA right here using a black pen ink. But if you have, then you need to put the other dates of birth right here. Now let's go to the second page. And again, make sure that you do not forget to put the alien number right here. Make sure that you always put the alien number in every form. That's very important. Now, information about you continues. Information about you continues. Page 2, when we're still in part 1. Number 4, do you have an alien registration number? Yes, we K1 visas, we already have an alien number. And how do you know or where to find your alien number, just in case you don't know yet? So alien number is found on your notice of action 2, the approved notice or the case decision of your I-129F. You can find it right here. Now, of course, I answered yes since I already have. If you answered yes, provide your alien number. So please put your alien number right here. That is your unique USCIS number. And have you ever used or been assigned any other alien number? I answered no. If you have, click yes, and then please put your answer in here. Provide your alien number right here. But for those that do not have, you can just put none right here or NA. And then number 6 is your sex, or what's based on your birth certificate. Now, place of birth, city or town of birth, put in there. The country of birth, country of citizenship or nationality. And then number 9, question number 9, USCIS online account number, if any. Now, you will only have a USCIS online account number or the OAN if you previously filed a form that has a receipt number that begins with IOE. If you filed the form online, you can find your AON in your account profile.
If you mailed us the form, you can find your AON at the top of the account access notice we sent you. If you do not have a receipt number that begins with IOE, you do not have an AON or the online account number. The OAN is not the same as the alien number. Adjustment of status, I do not have an online account number. So I put none in there or not applicable. After I submitted my I-485, 4 days later, I received a letter of the instructions on how to create my USCIS online account. And the instruction is very precise. So if you do not have an online account or USCIS online account, you don't have to worry. You can just put there none or not applicable or NA, and then they will provide you an online instruction on how to create your USCIS account. Now, if one has been assigned, you can find it on the notice that USCIS may have sent you. That's it. That's the instruction. But again, if you do not have, then you don't. Your recent immigration history. Number 10, recent immigration history. If you last entered the United States using a passport or travel document, provide the following information. Passport or travel document number used at last arrivals. Please put your passport number right here. Make sure that you don't make a mistake in putting 0 or O and O or 0. A lot of people make a mistake on that one. So make sure that you put in your passport number, especially with the letters and number. Do not interchange it. Make sure, double check your passport number. So expiration date of your passport or travel document. The format again is month, day, year. Country that issued your pass or this passport or travel document. Mine is Philippines. Non-immigrant visa number used during most recent arrival, if any. Put the visa number. Date non-immigrant visa was issued. When was it issued? The date as well is indicated on your visa, guys. So please double check it. Now, place and date of last arrival in the United States. Where is your port of entry? So please put your port of entry right here. So I put in my Atlanta, Georgia, and the date of last arrival. Now, when I last arrived in the United States, question number 11, you please check the box that is applicable to you. So I check the I was inspected at a port of entry and admitted as, example, exchange visitor, temporary worker, or student. Now with this one, I can't edit it. Please make sure when you print this out, you put K1 fiance visa or K1 visa. So I put here K1 fiance. I just have to write it down using a black pen. Now let's go to page 3. Please make sure again the alien number. Do not forget the alien number. So page number 3, part 1, information about you, continued. If you were issued a form I-94 or the arrival and departure record, provide the information from your most recent form I-94 below. So this is the form that you need to get online. I have a video right here, and I will also put the link in the description box down below. So you can just click that one and you can see how to get form I-94 or the arrival and departure record. Now you need to put in the name that is shown in the form. Your family name, given name. So it's not asking about your middle name. Form I-94 arrival and departure record number. I think there's 11-digit number, combination of letter and number. Expiration date of authorized stay shown on your I-94. There is an expiration date on your I-94, so please check that one. Immigration status on Form I-94. For example, the class of admission or paroled if paroled. So you can see this as well. What is the class of your admission? K1. You put there K1. Was your last arrival the first time you were physically present in the United States? Yes. For me, yes. My answer is yes. It was my first time that I'm physically here in the US. For some people, this is not your first time, so you can just put no there. So yes or no answer. Number 14, what is your current immigration status if it has changed since your last arrival? So I put NA here since it hasn't changed. Expiration date of current immigration status, or type or print DS for duration of status. So I copied the one that's shown on my I-94 right here. Current US physical address in care of, if any. If anyone lives with you or anyone receives your letter, you can put here. For me, I just put my husband's name here, just in care of. Now you put the street number. Make sure that you properly put the street number, the city or town, the number, if it's an apartment, what floor it is, and that if you're living in an apartment, make sure that you put everything correctly. State, Florida, and then the zip code. That's very important. Date you first resided at this address. When did you start living here? Put the date when you live here, when you live in that address. Is this your current mailing address? If this is your current mailing address, please click yes. If this is not your current mailing address, you answer no. And if you answer no, provide your current mailing address on the box right here provided below. Now, current mailing address, safe or alternate mailing addresses if applicable. Now, for me, it doesn't apply since that's already my mailing address. I don't have any other. I just put NA right here. And again, I can't edit it. I have to print this out and then write it down later on. Put NA right here. Now, moving on to page number 4. Alien number, please make sure that you don't forget that. Now, have you resided at your current address for at least 5 years? Yes or no? And then I answered no on this one. If you answered no, provide your prior address or addresses for the last 5 years. Use the space provided in Part 14 additional information. So you know already the Part 14 additional information if necessary. Now put in your prior address here. I put here my address in the Philippines since I just got here and I just started living here when I arrived in the US. Date of residence. When did you live on that house or address? Date from and then up to. Right here. When did you left? So you can write down here. I can't actually edit it. So please make sure that you have it. If you can't edit it, write legibly using a black ink. Now moving on. Next question. Most recent address outside the United States. Now for this one, provide your most recent physical address outside the United States where you lived for more than 1 year. Now take note, open parentheses, if not already listed above, close parentheses. So my address is just the same as my prior address. So I just put NA right here. But if it's not the one listed above, so please put the street name, address, city, province, and country right here, and the date of residence right here. So since mine is the same, it's what's already listed above, I just put NA for the rest of it. Now question number 19, Social Security card. Now with this one, please take note. Has the Social Security Administration or the SSA ever officially issued a Social Security card to you? For my case, it was no. So the follow-up question, if you answered yes, provide your Social Security number. For those that already got their Social Security number before they got married, you can put, or if you have a Social Security number, please put it right here. Now, do you want, since I answered no, the follow-up question is, do you want the SSA to issue you a Social Security card? So please answer yes on the following two questions. If you answer yes, you must also yes to the consent for disclosure below. Consent for disclosure, I authorize disclosure of information from this application to SSA as required for the purpose of assigning me an SSN and issuing me a card or Social Security card. Now, for those that already have a Social Security number before they got married, for this question, if the SSA ever issued a Social Security card to you in your name or a previously used name as your maiden name, then you must enter the Social Security number from your card. Now, you need to indicate that. If your application is approved, the SSA may assign you an SSN and issue you a Social Security card or issue you a replacement card. If you want SSA to assign you an SSN and issue you a Social Security card or issue you a new or replacement Social Security card, then you need to answer yes to both applicable questions. That was it. Even if you already have an SSN and it's under your maiden name. Now, moving on, page number 5. Again, do not forget the alien number. So, page 5. Part 2, application type or filing category. Number 1, are you filing for adjustment of status with the Executive Office for Immigration Review or the EOIR while in removal, exclusion, recession, or deportation proceedings? Yes or no? So please answer what's applicable to you, or yes or no. So I answered no on this one. Number 2, receipt number of underlying petition. Your receipt notice from the USCIS when you filed for your I-129F. So mine starts with a WAC and it has 10-digit number. So please put your WAC here or whichever the service center that your case was. And then the priority date from underlying petition, that's your NOAA 1 date. When did you receive your NOAA 1? That's your priority date. I am filing this form I-485 as a select one box. Now here, for this one, principal applicant or derivative applicant. Since I am the principal applicant, I click the principal applicant. You don't need to answer the family, given, and middle name, because this is only for the derivative applicant. Here, provide the following information about the principal applicant. So you don't need, if you're the principal applicant, you don't need to fill out your name here. You just put NA. I put NA on mine. And then the principal applicant's alien number, principal applicant's date of birth, those are NA for me. Next question. Here, I am applying For this question, by the way, right here, this is from 3A to 3G. It's from page 5 to page 7. So please make sure that you put in correctly. So please make sure that you read and understand this one. Be very honest with your answer. I am applying based on the following category. Now you must select only one category. If you are filing as a derivative applicant, select the appropriate box based on the category under which the principal applicant is applying or has applied. Now see the Form I-485 instructions for more information, including any additional instructions that relate to the immigrant category you select. Now, question number 3A. Family-based. Immediate relative of a U.S. citizen. Form I-130, I-129F, I-360. Select your specific category below. So you need to select your specific category. Are you a spouse of a U.S. citizen? Unmarried child under 21 years of age of a U.S. citizen? Parent of a U.S. citizen if the citizen is at least 21 years of age? Person admitted to the United States as a fiancé or fiancée, or child of a fiancé or fiancée of a U.S. citizen, K1, K2 non-immigrant. That's what I am. So that's what I click. But if you're a widow or widower of a U.S. citizen, select your category below. So please read everything right here. But this question continues again from 3A to 3G. So we can skip page number 6 and then we can go directly to page number 7 right here. And then now let's go to page 8. Again, don't forget the alien number. So page 8, part 3, request for exemption or intending immigrants affidavit of support under section 213A of the INA. So here the question is, I am requesting an exemption from submitting an affidavit of support under section 213A of the INA, Form I-864 or Form I-864 easy, because select only one. So please read this from A1 to AF. And I answer, of course, this one because this is applicable to me. None of these exemptions apply to me and I am not requesting an exemption as I am required to submit an affidavit of support under section 213A of the INA. Yes, for us K1 visa, we need to submit an affidavit of support together with our I-485. That is the I-864. It is required and it is mandated for us, not mandated, but we are required to submit an affidavit of support for our adjustment of status. So I click none of these exemptions. So part 4, additional information about you. Have you ever applied for an immigrant visa to obtain permanent resident status at the U.S. Embassy or U.S. Consulate abroad? So I answered no because I have never applied aside from anything else. If you answered yes, complete item numbers 2 to 4 below. So please put your answer, the location of the U.S. Embassy. I put here Let's see if I can edit it. I can't edit this one, so you can print this out and you can write down later on, and you put NA right here if you answered no. And then here, yes, the decision, put NA as well if you answered no. And then let's go to question number 5. Have you previously applied for permanent residence while in the United States? I have not, and this is my first time to apply for adjustment of status, so I click no. Question number 6, have you ever held lawful permanent resident status which was later rescinded under INA section 246? I answered no. Employment and educational history. Now on this part, ladies and gentlemen, question number 7. Provide all of your employment and educational history for the last 5 years. So take note, for the last 5 years as indicated in the instructions. Now provide your current employment or school attended first. Include periods of self-employment, unemployment, or retirement. For each period of unemployment or retirement, list source of financial support. If you have additional employment or educational history, use space provided in Part 14 additional information. So here guys, employer or school, for those that have worked, put your most recent right here, your current employment or school attended first. The employer or school, current or the most recent, you put down in here. The name of employer, the company or school, and then your occupation. If you're unemployed or retired, please state it right here. And then page 9 continues. Additional information about you, part 4. Address of your employer, company, or school. So put in the name, the address, the city, the street number and name, city, province, postal code, and country. Date of employment, unemployment, retirement, or school attendance. If unemployed or retired, source of financial support. Who gives you financial support? Let's say my fiance. There. Now question number 8. Provide your most recent employer or school outside of the United States if applicable. If not already listed above. If you have more than 2 or more than 1 employer in the last 5 years or school that you have attended in the last 5 years, please put it right here in question number 8. If it's not already listed above, if it's just 1 employer for the last 5 years or school for the last 5 years, then you can just put NA right here. So I just put NA for the rest of it. Part 5, information about your parents. Here guys, information about your parents. Now information about your parent one, it's up to you if you want to put your mother first or your father first. But here, let's put my father first. Now parent one's name at birth if different than above. So page number 10, information about your parents. Continue for your father, country of birth, so you put right here. And then information about your parent 2. Now I'll put in my mom's name, parent 2's legal name. So I put here my mother's last name, which is the same as my father, her first name, and then her middle name. So parent 2's name at birth if different than above. So since my mom married my dad, her birth certificate's name is different on the marriage certificate now that she's married. So my mom's name, family name, maiden name. So this is going to be the maiden name. I'm just going to put here, maiden name of mother. Because a lot of people will confuse this. And then the date of birth, and then the country of birth. And then part 6, information about your marital status. Now this is about you, the applicant. What is your current marital status? Of course, I'm married now. If you are married, is your spouse a current member of the U.S. Armed Forces or U.S. Coast Guard? My husband is not a member, so I click no. How many times have you been married, including your current marriage, marriages abroad, annulled marriages, and marriages to the same person? Now, I've only been married once. So that was it. So I put 1 right here. So information about your current marriage, including if you are legally separated. Number 4, current spouse's legal name. Now, current spouse's alien number. My husband doesn't have an alien number because he's born U.S. citizen. So I put NA right here. Now moving on, page number 11. Part 6, information about your marital history continues. Now, place of marriage to current spouse. Where did you got married here? And then the state or province and country. Date of marriage to current spouse. And is your current spouse applying with you? My spouse is not applying with me. I'm moving on. Information about prior marriages. This does not apply to me, so I put NA for the rest of it from question number 11 up to 18. On page number 12, information about your children. Now, if you have children with you guys, I don't have children, so I'll just put NA here, but I'm going. So page number 13, part 8, biographic information. Question number 1, ethnicity. Now select 1 box. Are you Hispanic or Latino or not Hispanic and Latino? I am not Hispanic. 2, race. Select all applicable boxes in here. Part 9, general eligibility and inadmissibility grounds. Now choose the answer that you think is correct in part 9. If you answer yes to any questions, or if you answer no but are unsure of your answer, provide an explanation of the events and circumstances in the space provided in part 14, additional information. Now, part 9, question number 1. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world? So I answered no. So if you answered no, you put NA for number 2 up to number 9. So let's move on. Page number 14, that continues to it, up to number 9 right here. So question number 10, let's move to question number 10. So this is answerable by yes or no. Please be very honest with your answer, and please read and understand the question. Now moving on, we are now in the criminal acts and violations. Now please make sure, everybody, for this question, you have to be very honest and you have to read everything right here. I'm probably just not gonna read all of it to you guys. Read all the questions and answer it correctly, whether a yes or a no. So that's it, guys. So page number 17 of the 24, still the same, part 9, general eligibility and inadmissibility grounds continues. So page 18, public charge, this one. So I need you to read everything individually and answer correctly, because some people are, or some applicant for adjustment of status has interview, and some got approved without interview, just like me. I got approved without interview. Some people were interviewed before they had their green card or before they have their green card, and some of the questions are in the form of what you fill out on I-485. So please make sure that you're answering it properly. So page 18, public charge. Each alien who is subject to the public charge ground of inadmissibility in the INA section 212A4 must complete items number 57 to 66. An alien is subject to public charge ground of inadmissibility if the alien does not fall under one of the categories exempt from the public charge ground of inadmissibility listed below. Now, if you fall under one of the exempt categories listed below, please select this exempt category and skip item numbers 57 to 66. If you do not fall under any of the exempt categories listed below, select I do not fall under any of the exempt categories listed above and will complete items numbers 57 to 66. So here it is. For more information, see Part 9, General Eligibility and Inadmissibility Grounds, Public Charge section of these instructions. So go to the instructions of for application for I-485 and then read about the general eligibility and inadmissibility grounds for public charge. So question number 56. I am exempt from the public charge ground of inadmissibility because I am a or an, and then select one box. So this goes on up to page number 19. And I answered I do not fall under any of the exempt. If you select I do not fall under any of the exempt categories listed above and will complete item numbers 57 to 66. In item number 56, complete item numbers 57 to 66. Below, if you select an exempt category, in item number 56, go to item number 67. If you need extra space to complete the section, use the space provided in Part 14, additional information. What is the size of your household? So, with regards to the size of your household, everybody, since it's just me and my husband doesn't have kids, I do not have kids, so I put 2 right there. Now, indicate your annual household income for this one. Please, for all these questions, you may find the explanation, further explanation, and what you should include on the instruction forms or instructions for application for I-485. So please answer it correctly. It's right here. So please go to the instructions for application for AOS. Here is the explanation right here. You may read that when you answer it. Moving on, page number 20. Still Part 9, General Eligibility and Inadmissibility Grounds continues. If your answer to item number 63 is yes, list the specific benefit. So 63 is this one. And I answered no, so I'm gonna skip this. I'll just put NA right here. If you answer to item number 64 is yes, list this name, city, and state. So I answered no on that one, so I'm just gonna skip this one. I'm gonna put NA, not skip, but illegal entries and other immigration violations. We are almost done. Again, this is answerable by yes or no. So please, again, I'm just not gonna read everything. Please read everything and answer yes or no. Please be very honest. Read each item and answer honestly. Here. For item number 86, I can't edit it, so I just wrote down NA. Page number 22, Part 10, Applicant's Contact Information, Certification, and Signature. Please do not forget to sign the document or else your case or application will be rejected. Now, applicant's contact information. Provide your daytime telephone number, mobile telephone number, if any, and email address, if any. So applicant's daytime telephone number, if any. If not, you can put NA. Applicant's email address, you put your applicant's email address right here at gmail.com. And then applicant's telephone number, because this is very important. Your cell phone number, you put here. I put my cell phone number here. And then applicant's certification and signature. I certify under penalty of perjury that I provided or authorized all of the responses and information contained in and submitted with my application. So please read this, and then sign. So I signed here. I signed using my signature, my married signature. So I had to write it down because I can't edit it through the computer, so I had to write it down. And then the date of signature, make sure that you don't forget it. And then part 11, if somebody's preparing this for you, they know what to do. But if you're doing a DIY like me, then you can just put NA right here. And then page 23, contact information, certification, and signature of the person preparing it for you or this application, if other than the applicant. Then here, do not complete part 13 until the USCIS officer instructs you to do or to do so at the interview. So page 24, of course, the additional information if you need extra space, as I have explained earlier. Don't have any additional information, do not leave this blank. Put your last name, first name, and middle name, and then the alien number right here at the very top. And that's it. But if you need an answer here, you need to put an answer here. Make sure that you have the page number, the part number, and then the item number, and then explain right here your answer. And if you need more space, please have an empty sheet and then put at the very top your first name or your last name, first name, middle name, and then the alien number. Very important. And don't forget to sign it and put the date as well. Thank you very much, guys. That's it.
So that's it. I hope this video will help you, and if ever I have additional reminders and information and update, please check the description box of this video. If you don't know how to check the description box of this video, it's down on how many views. If you see the how many views down here, how many views, and then the date when this was uploaded, and then there's a dot and more. Click that one. Hello everybody, in this video I'm sharing blah blah blah. Click that one and you'll see everything there. The link as well for I-94, how to get I-94 is there, the video, and how for SSN, when to get SSN, payment options, this and that, my personal experience when I apply for my green card timeline, everything po, I'll just put it there sa description box. I will put everything in the description box, so please check it. Because I may forgot something or I may have forgotten something, I will just put there the reminders there as well. I will just attach there. So please, if you think this is very helpful, please like this video. Please help me share this video to anyone you know that is about to process their adjustment of status. And also, yes, I appreciate you guys. Maraming salamat po. Thank you everybody. Thank you very much, and good luck. Good luck on your adjustment of status. And if you are unsure, ask your husband to explain it to you guys. That's what I did as well. And check it. double check the form before you submit it. Yes, if you have any questions, please don't forget to leave a comment below. I appreciate those people that are giving me gifts. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much, everybody, for those that are giving me gifts, saying thank you, that they appreciate what I do. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. And yes, good luck, and I hope your adjustment of status goes smooth for you guys. And I hope to see you in my next video.